Hi and welcome to the explanation video of the Pontiac Firebird of 1990. Probably the most economic car in the sale, and good news, it's in good condition. So let me let me tell you a little bit about the Pontiac Firebird. This was a model in 1990 that was already a bit aging, and in 93 they brought an all-new Firebird, but it wasn't the first one. We have an older one sitting next to it. So it was already established as your typical American sports car that you could buy to use as a daily driver, which is something we in Europe have never done because they were so expensive to run, not only on gas but also on taxes. So the Pontiac is really known for its design, for its aerodynamic design, and you can see the engine. This is also the model, not this one, but the one before, that served as a basis for the famous KITT, K-I-T-T, the car that David Hasselhoff drove in the very famous, at least for 40 plus people, maybe 45 plus, Michael Knight show on television. I was a big fan. It was black. So here you had the pop-up lights, so they would flip up to open. You had the famous T-top that also in the movie and in the series were used to eject and whatever, and it had a digital dashboard optional. Lucky enough, this one doesn't have that because they break down and they're very difficult to fix. This has a traditional dashboard. It's the V6 engine, which is economic to run, it doesn't break down, and automatic gearbox. So it gives the car enough power and torque to use on a daily basis. It's not your horsepower monster. It's not the fastest car on the block, but still, it's a sports car, and it looks good, and it has a spoiler, and it has alloy wheels, and special Cooper tires, and they thought about everything. This is all aerodynamic. Also, this is the start of the brands looking at an important item that was a big thing in the 80s, stereo. People wanted a good radio because it was much more important to have good music than to be the fastest. So, what can we say? This basis V6 provided adequate power for daily driving, and it still does today. So if you want to have your American daily driver reliable and that doesn't break the bank when you buy it nor when you maintain it, you found it. Okay, so what did my team think about the condition of this car? It looks really good, but we consider that it needs some work. There are some rust spots in the wheel arches, in the mirror, and this is why we do these videos. I didn't see that. So, dent in the mirror. Good to know. Trunk opens, but the gas shocks are worn, and so it doesn't stay open. It's incredibly heavy. And what's good is that you have all the original parts, including this curtain. So there's a bamboo here that you can use to keep your trunk open, or you could invest in 2 new shock dampers, and that will keep your car, or at least your trunk, open. So underneath there is also surface rust, so this could benefit from a hobby restoration. Someone put it on the lift and you clean it up and you paint it. Tires look good, but they are old, you need to replace them. Has the original alloys. The interior is fantastic. The seats are really good, and on the panel of the driver's side there's a little there's supposed to be a little storage unit in the back, on the end. It's gone. You can see it on the other side. Nice steering wheel, electric windows. So you have these pop-out T-top windows that are also look-through. You can see they're tinted because of the sun, of course. Chassis number is okay. Engine bay is okay. The engine needs maintenance, and one of the belts is making a sound, so maintenance necessary. Battery is good, gearbox is good, brakes are in need of maintenance, especially in the back. Handbrake is good. Lights are good, but the lights that flashes on when you put it in reverse on the left side, it doesn't work. On the right side it does. So probably a bulb there. When we look at the axles, the stabilizer axle in the rear was repaired, but it was badly done. So what conclusion can we come to? This is a cheap car. We've made it cheaper. It looks really good, and this car could be an excellent car for someone who wants to hobby and do it himself and polish it and cherish it and improve it, do the work needed in an economical way. What we did is that through this report, we informed you in full transparency about what's good and what's bad on this car. Because if you don't know and you see this car, you could think it looks really good, and it is really good, and that's true. It is really good, but it needs some work. So there you have it. Pontiac Firebird 1990, the youngest car in our sale and probably also the cheapest. Thank you very much for your attention, and looking forward to meet you on the 1st of March.